Hi everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the podcast here. Stock Markets with Bruce is the name of the channel. They call me Uncle Bruce. I'm wearing my Rugman T-shirt today. A cautionary little note out there for all of you. We're here on December the 14th, 2023. 17 days away from the end of the year. Can you believe it? Just 17 days, and there's holidays in there and weekends in there. Oh, we are quickly coming up to the end of the year. And oh my, SoFi and GameStop, aren't they having fun right now? The SoFi shares, I think we've traded over 1.6 million this morning in the pre-market, sitting at 903, 905 a share, up 10, 11 cents. You ain't seen nothing yet on SoFi. Did you notice yesterday SoFi hit 70 million shares of volume yesterday on SoFi? Normally we're doing 35, 50 million, 40 million, 70 million. It jumped rather nicely, 99 cents a share yesterday. What is the story on SoFi? I know, pick me. I know they're making money. This is the quarter they've turned the corner with the latest news on interest rates from the Fed. And now Bank of England holding rates steady. You are going to see SoFi make more money than projected. Now, how can that be, Bruce? How can you say stuff like that, Bruce? I don't understand. Well, it's just going to be cheaper for SoFi to attract money. It's easier as a bank to attract money when you're paying 4% to 4.5% on deposits, and you see the 10-year Treasury go to 3.97%, and your bank is offering daily interest at 4 to 4.5%. You think that possibly 7 million existing members of the bank, 7 million and growing, thinking, well, I should transfer another $5,000 from my Bank of America checking account or savings account at Wells Fargo or over to SoFi. I think I should do that. Maybe that's not a bad idea. I could, haul in some daily interest here. Maybe I should transfer 20,000 over. Maybe I should transfer $80,000 over. Millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars every quarter are being transferred into SoFi's deposits because of the high interest rates that they're paying. Very, very, very generous interest rate. Now, don't worry about SoFi. They're fine. They're paying 4.2% to you. It's all right. They're charging 8.5% to somebody else. There's this, turnaround thing. Don't forget that if you deposit $10,000 with SoFi, they can turn around and lend 9,000 of it out, and then that individual, does their thing. They can lend 8,100 of that out, and then they can lend 70 something hundred of that out. So I mean, every dollar you bring in to SoFi allows them to grow their loan book exponentially, and it's the same at Bank of America and Wells Fargo. I'm not. SoFi isn't the only one that can do this, but when your deposits are growing and are accelerating in their growth, your loan portfolio can grow too. And if there's lower environment of interest rates out there, more people might come in the door and want to borrow money. And here we go. SoFi is going to make much more money than projected the next year than has already been projected. If you take a look at analysts, the analytical projections for SoFi, the average analyst's target price for SoFi, $9.13. Did you know that? That's the average analytical projection for the next year for SoFi stock, $9.13. We're at 9.07 right now, pre-market. We're there. There's an analyst out there who says the stock's going to 3, boldly predicting, oh yeah, it's going down to $3 a share. Really? How's that guy got a job? How does that person have a job? How do they have any credibility with anyone that when they predict that kind of stuff? In any event, there are the high projections, I think, are 15. The highest projections for the stock, $15 a share. It might be time for a few analysts to reassess their numbers and revisit their projections for SoFi, because the stock is telling a completely different thing than what the projectionists are saying, the futurists. 907. GameStop, 16.95 right now. 16.95 on the old GameStop, up $1.56, going for $17. When and what will Mr. Cohen do? What's he going to buy with that $1.2 billion he has at his disposal inside GameStop's balance sheet, plus his own dough of 3, 4, 5 billion more? What is he going to do? With whom and how much? This should be fun. And when the disclosure is made, now what happens to that particular stock that he bought into? That's what I want to know. I am telling you guys, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it again, GameStop could well be a company that buys $600 million worth of company, whatever, publicly traded firm. The word comes out that GameStop just bought this stock, this company's stock, and the stock has been, suppressed and depressed and whatever. It's cheap. And Cohen comes in, because how does Cohen buy stock? He buys stock cheap. He doesn't buy stock at all-time record highs. He buys them at lows. So he comes in and picks up a whack of paper with GameStop and his own dough and his hedge funds and his friends. Next thing you know, 15% of the company is owned by GameStop and friends. What happens to those shares? Do they double in price in like the first 3 months that he owns this stuff? Which means GameStop's ownership goes from 600 million in value to 1.2 billion in value. Plus, he still has 600 million in cash. That's now 1.8 billion in liquid assets. What does the stock do? What does GameStop stock do if that happens? Why wouldn't it go to 20-25 a share? Why wouldn't it? Yeah, think about that. And what if he buys $1 billion worth of paper and it goes to 2 to 2.5 billion in value? And all of a sudden, GameStop is making money on their retail division. They've cut all their costs and they're going to keep cutting costs. And they're making dough on these capital gains over here. Now what? $35 a share on GameStop? $45? And what about a short squeeze on GameStop? Don't think it can't happen again. What are we sitting on here? A powder keg. If you are short GameStop, you are in big trouble. I think personally, I just think so. The street has not figured it out totally. I just don't think they've totally figured it out. On SOFI, the street is slowly figuring it out. The stock's ahead of the rest of the street. More people want SOFI than getting out of SOFI, and so up it goes. There's 131 officially shorted. We've heard rumors of 150 million that are officially shorted on SOFI, and then there's the derivative shorts and the synthetic shorts. We could be talking 1 billion shares shorted on SOFI. That'd be fine with me. I'm very happy with that. We have 1 billion shares short on SOFI overall. Great. This stuff goes to $20 a share. These guys, girls, and institutions are down $10 billion. And the retail investors won't give it back because the retail investors are going to go $20 a share. I'm not selling the stock. I'm writing options. I'm not going to sell this stuff. And if it goes to $30 a share, the street is down. There's the short street out there, $20 billion in losses. It's going to make GameStop losses look like chump change. Because when GameStop went to $300 a share, there were funds that were down billions of dollars, but not tens of billions of dollars. This is something. Now, of course, if GameStop has a run to $20, $25, and $30 a share, there will be billions in losses again on the short side of GameStop. Absolutely. And Congress is going to go, when will these guys learn? We had a congressional hearing about all this, and it's happened again, and that's because the Congress didn't do jack squat to stop this from happening again, and the regulators haven't done anything to stop this kind of debacle from happening again. It's not a debacle for the retail investors who own the stock or who own deep in the money calls. It's not a debacle for option writers. It's a debacle for those who are short these companies and anyone else. And we're going to see, I think, a higher debacle than we've ever seen before, because each financial nightmare gets worse than the last one unless you make dramatic changes on regulations. And the SEC hasn't done so. And as of yesterday, what did we see? the hedge funds suing the SEC because they don't want to disclose their short positions. The SEC is saying, well, we kind of would like some short positions revealed here. We make everyone reveal their long positions. We think we should have people reveal their short positions. And the hedge funds are going, we don't want to do that. We don't want the world to know that we're short a ton of this stuff. No. That would be bad for investors. Which investors? Our investors. So the lawsuit starts. By the way, is this front page news in the Wall Street Journal? No, it's buried. It's deep in the Wall Street Journal. Is this front page news on CNBC? I doubt it. Is it front page news in the New York Times? Is it front page news all over the world? No. This is buried because guess who doesn't want anyone talking about this stuff? The street, the hedge funds, the big investment houses. They don't want this. They don't want to be seen as anti open to the streets, reporting issue. They don't want to be seen as bad guys. So there are organizations that are suing the SEC. The organizations happen to represent all the brokerage firms, all the institutional traders, including all the private hedge funds. That's who's suing the SEC. But you're not going to find Merrill Lynch's name on there. You're not going to see JP Morgan's name on there. You're not going to see, hedge fund blah 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 from Saudi Arabia, or a hedge fund from New York, or a hedge fund from Italy, or a hedge fund from Switzerland. You're going to see those names. You're just going to see the organizations suing the SEC on their behalf. That's called hiding behind the curtain and just kind of peeking out to see how things are going, but don't take my picture. In the meantime, you want to get these guys, you want to show these guys who's boss, just buy these stocks. Just buy them. $16.98 on GameStop, $9.09 on SoFi. Just buy these stocks. These stocks go up, harder to borrow, to short. They go up, and all of a sudden there's a short squeeze, and they go way up. There is nothing to stop GameStop to go to $300 a share from here. There's nothing to stop it. There's nothing to stop SoFi to go $100 a share. There's nothing to stop SoFi to go to $100 a share. There are no rules in place that would prevent this from happening. It's all still there. From 2021 to today, the entire shenanigan game can continue on both sides of this market because the SEC hasn't done anything to stop it, because they won't stop the biggest contributors to the super PACs that influence the politicians, that influence the SEC. There you go. And so, are you having fun yet? This is good times. Thank you all for joining me. We're up 163 on the Dow. Looking great. Almost a half a percentage point, 0.43. The S&P is up 0.47. That's 22 points. NASDAQ is up 0.4, up 65. Crude up $1.79, $71.26. That's where we are. What's going on? What's going on? Oil prices are shooting higher, they say, as a softer U.S. dollar triggers a short squeeze rally. So lower U.S. dollar, higher oil prices in compensation to keep oil at the same price. If the U.S. dollar drops against all the other currencies, then oil is cheaper. So if U.S. dollar drops, oil goes up. Oil is just as expensive today as it was last week. That's the strategy going on. But that's a dead cat bounce. We don't know how long that will last. Yeah, 9.11 on SoFi now, up 17 cents. 2 million volume in the pre-market on your SoFi. How about that? Very, very good. Welcome all. Nice to have you here this morning. Thank you for those of you who have been able to hit the thumbs up button for us and get that running. We appreciate it. We seem to have the thumbs up meter at 76. Thank you very much. Welcome to the program, everybody from around the world. We're going to be active, of course. Those of you who've been writing cash secured puts on your SoFi and on your GameStop, you are grinning from ear to ear. And like I say, we've got option writers here who are quite happy with how it's coming in, how it's working for them. Does SoFi go to $10 a share today, by the way? That's a question I'm asking on my title of the show. Could SoFi go to $10 today? It went to 9 yesterday, last night. It just shot to 9. Could it just shoot to 10 now? Going from 9 to 10 is not as big a deal as going from 8 to 9. It's a smaller percentage move. By the way, Rocket Lab, have you noticed that? 508 up 15 cents. I think we're mentioning the other day that cash secured puts would have been a pretty good idea to write on Rocket Lab. Still is. Looking good. Yeah, GameStop 17. Is that where we're headed right now? We're going to go through 17 and head our way to 18. Post earnings move, most interesting. There's no dull moments here. Have you noticed Spire Global lately? Up 41 cents yesterday and up 21 cents this morning, 778. There's an analyst out there calling for Spire to go to $26 a share. That's the analyst's projection for Spire, $26 a share. Interesting. Right now, 778. Still got a ways to go, but it's up 21 cents. Okay. Do you know Smart Rent? 349, 350. We're finally breaking out of that $283 neighborhood, getting into the mid threes. We'll see if that continues. It would be nice. All right. Apple's up 13 cents. Goldman is up 227. Cisco's up 26 cents. Tesla's up 148. The ARC Innovations now at 5105. Kathy Wood's fund up 87 cents here. Microsoft is up just 12 cents. Interesting how that Magnificent Seven stock is really not leading the charge. Pfizer's up a nickel after losing 192 yesterday. HPQ is up 6 cents. Warren Buffett sold out. This stock is going higher. Google, 134.66, up 69 cents or so. Amazon is up 84. Nvidia is up 312, but none of these stocks are at 52-week highs. Unity is up 64. AI is up 62 at 28.76. Adobe, $599.97, down 24.29 on Adobe. I know a couple of people that were into iron condors that expire tomorrow on Adobe, and they are very happy today. Spiders are up 131. Netflix up $2, $17 gain yesterday. The triple Qs are up 137. IBM seems to be unchanged, dropped the dollar yesterday. That's odd on an interest rate drop day. Meta Platforms up 50 cents, and Vanik is up 124 at 171.36. Interesting what's going on over there. We should be hearing from, if it hasn't already happened, we should have been hearing from our friends over at the ECB. They should have been talking and kind of waiting to see what's going on there. She's talking right now. Actually, she's 60 minutes ago. She was talking. Her voice is very broken. It's not doing too well. Apparently, she is recovering from COVID. She's in COVID recovery mode, but she says, I am not contagious. It's just that I'm still recovering from this. So there's a live press conference going on right now at the ECB about their interest rate policy and what's going to happen. They are holding their rates steady, just like the Bank of England and just like the U.S. Now the question is, do they see lower inflation? They're claiming that they believe there will be sub 2% inflation by 2026. 2026. Do you realize what's happened in the world in the last 2 years? How can you predict the next 2 years with such certainty? I have a problem with that. But hey, the evidence is there. You go with what you see. You call it as you see it, and you kind of go from there. So the Dow has taken a pop up 183 on this kind of optimism. S&P up 24, NASDAQ up 72. At the interest rate for a U.S. 10-year Treasury, 3.95%, down from the 4.1% as a couple of days ago. The UK 10-year, 3.73, which I find laughable that their interest rates are lower than Americans' interest rates. They're doing terribly over there. I'm just amazed by that. Germany 2.1, they're off, of course. And Japan 0.67 is their interest rate for a 10-year note. The euro is up 0.75 penny, and the pound is up 1 penny right now, 1.1 penny against the American dollar. And again, I would think that with the kind of optimism going on, it would be more than that, but it isn't. But anyway, the bond market has spoken. The bond market has made its guess, its statement. Its prognostications have been done. The bond market has put the U.S. Treasury at 3.9% something, and is saying to the world, "Here you go. This is what you're going to get in your money if you buy a 10-year U.S. Treasury, 3.9%." Now, the rate is 5 to 5.5 from the Federal Reserve. So there's a difference here of 1.5%. The bond market is way lower than what the Fed funds rate is. This doesn't last long. One or the other has to break. And maybe it's in the middle, because if the Fed is only going to raise lower rates, I mean, by a quarter of a point, 3 times, and maybe the latter half of 2024, that means a year from now, maybe we're at 4.25% on the Fed fund rate. A year from now, the bond rate is 3.9% today. What does it want to do? Go to 2.9% a year from now, thinking, oh, there'll be more. A lot can happen between here and there, and we need earnings to justify these kinds of prices on stocks. Dario Wood says, I'm going to take your classes to learn more about options trading. Uncle Bruce, I made $300 from the $13 call I did 2 weeks ago. Way to go. Grabbing those classes would be a very good idea. No, I couldn't recommend it highly enough. Anyway, very, 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 very interesting. Flint Creek, that would be amazing. $10. I closed most of my options and my account doubled in value. Uncle Bruce, I'll be picking up a class soon to say thank you. You changed my life. Look, you can say thank you to me by taking my classes, and I thank you for taking my classes. But you're taking my classes for yourself. It's not to thank me. It's to better your knowledge and make you an even smarter and more successful trader, more aware of the markets, more aware of how these options work. And I love it. I love it. Class 18 will come down the pipe. Number 19, number 20. They'll keep coming, but you got to have those first 17 first. So way to go, everybody. And thank you all for everything. I love you guys. I'm glad that you're here. There you go. All kinds of fun going on here. What are we at now on the thumbs up meter? What does that look like? What do we got going here? We now see on 100, we got 100 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. 206 people are watching live. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you to those of you out there who are becoming members of the channel to become very active commentators here. I love you guys. That is how you can thank me, is be a Gold Bagel member for sure. And of course, you grab the classes and become a better trader. Thank you all for your support of this channel. There's some hearts for all of you guys. It's just the best. And I know that this channel has just got the best YouTube members out there, period. The greatest subscribers. I thank you all for following us. And Jen and I appreciate it. By the way, speaking of Auntie Jen, I know some of you are always curious, how's Auntie Jen doing with her hip? We had a session yesterday with the surgeon, and she has set her surgery date. The earliest we could get is January the 16th. And so we've locked it up. So Jan 16, Jen goes in for hip number 2. And we're very much looking forward to getting on with it, and then getting her into a recovery rehab, and having her build her strength and her endurance again. And it's just all good stuff. We're up 20 cents on Rocket Lab, 513. SoFi's up 14 to 908. GameStop 1698, up 28. Giddy up, kids. We're going higher. Yeah, again, thank you, those of you with all your kind words for Auntie Jen, and just touching base with us and everything. We appreciate you very much. And again, those of you who are members of this channel and taking classes, you are helping the Auntie Jen New Hip Fund. And we thank you very, very much. There you go. CKT says those cash secured puts from November were at a $7 strike. I think I will turn around and write 9s for about 6 months out today. Keep them going right on. JR is here. Curtis Savage, that the elders among us become more vulnerable to infections and complications. So a sore arm is a small price to pay for decreasing my chances. Right on. 24/7. I love you, Uncle Bruce. Hoping this SoFi play with some of my savings helps me get that gold bagel sometime in the near future, maybe after Christmas, because damn, my nieces are expensive. Computer Whiz, we've got the best teacher. Touchgrass calls on anti-Gen Jan 16s. There you go. Credit Savage, I would like to thank all of these gamblers out there and say aloha. I could not have done it without you. After yesterday and today's moves, my year-to-date percentage on trades is up 50%. That's insane. Aloha to all of you. JR, why the face is up? Uncle Bruce keeps getting blurry. Refresh, it's fixed, then it goes back to blurry. I don't know what's going on YouTube. I don't know. Credit Savage, dude, smiling. Thank you all for letting us know how you're doing and being here with us. The party has just begun, and don't fear the upside. Enjoy the run, and let's take it. Let's run this baby. Let's get this thing up to 88 miles an hour and see some serious stuff. Good times. This SoFi stock is so underpriced. I'm a broken record about it. You and I know that. 911, 907, 910. It's just ridiculously underpriced. They are growing leaps and bounds. Unbelievable. Yeah, let's see what's going on. JL Mark, I'm going to buy back these cash secured puts. This is great. They've collapsed in price. I'm going to scoop them back here. As I said, I don't think a 13-cent gain is all we got today. I wouldn't be surprised if we go even higher. Put in stink bids and see if they come down to you. Let's see what the market does. Pretty good times, everybody. We'll see how this goes. All right. Thank you all for being here. This Rocket Lab, I hope some of you were able to write cash secured puts on that this week. And you're still going to be able to. You should be able to write 5s or 6s or 7s and just go out there in time and take the premiums and say, thank you very much. May I have another? Why not? See how this all plays itself out. Quick peek here. A few other stocks and situations. Adobe, $5.95, $5.96, down $27 a share. This is, I think, the market in a nutshell. We have these kinds of announcements, I think, going forward with a number of very high PE multiple companies. Adobe right now is trading at 52 times earnings. And this is not a down dip. This is just a little give back of barely a couple of weeks of activity. This stock was $5.95 on the 6th of December. This stock 3 months ago was at $5.08 a share. $5.08. It was at $5.04 in September. $5.08 in October, late October. This stock has just had an unbelievable run. It was at $4.77 in June. We're at $5.96. We've given back nothing. Hitting a high of $6.33 just the other day. Insane number. But this market was just drunk on itself. They just kept drinking. They got drunk and they just thought, we'll just keep drinking, keep the party going. What can I say? The party is kind of over for at the moment. It's not like Adobe's going out of business, nothing like that. But you can't have a stock trade at 60 times earnings of that size of a company. It's unsustainable. And so it's a natural to give back some percentage point. And in this case, it's not even 5%. So, I mean, come on, get real. This is only a slight pullback. Phenomenal. What can I say? It's been an unbelievable ride, and we're watching it very, very, very closely. Putin is saying that they have 244,000 troops in Ukraine right now. Russia has 244,000 troops in the Ukraine as we speak. And America, well, let's just call it what it is. Certain members of the government of the United States, one of the branches, turned their backs on the Ukrainians yesterday. And, you kind of wonder about that sometimes. But in any event, it's politics. It's nothing personal. It's just politics. And we have all kinds of craziness happening in Washington. It's a miracle to me. The markets are as good as they are with what's going on in Washington. But then again, maybe the markets are saying to us that we know the game over there. We understand the politics of it all. We understand the craziness of it all. But we're in business to make money, and we're going to ignore the silliness over there. And we're just going to keep moving forward to try to create wealth. And as long as regulators are powerless to stop certain interests in the business from doing their thing, this will continue. Now, look, if what's happening in Wall Street right now is making you richer, your 401ks and your IRAs, those of you out there, who have investments through your employers and everything else, and all your retirements are going higher and higher and higher, I'm happy for you guys. I think this is great. But I would kind of like to tell you that I think you'd be better off if you manage it yourself rather than leave it in the hands of these pros from Dover who have other ideas and are in line for multi-million-dollar bonuses this year based on the inflated value of entities. But again, it's up to you how you play this game. There are many of you out there who have figured out through this channel that you can borrow money against your 401k, and that is money that comes out of your retirement account that you can now control and manage. That money can be utilized to do options writing, conservative strategies to enhance revenue. In effect, you could borrow your way out of a job, interestingly enough, or you could borrow your way into a higher cash flow into your household and income split these capital gains between you and your wife and your children. There's all kinds of tax strategies here to take advantage of this. You have got to talk to your tax advisor. You've got to talk to professionals who can help set up a loan on your IRA. For some of you out there, you have car loans, you have credit cards, you have other obligations that are at ridiculous interest rates, and you could make them all go away, or a big chunk of that go down a lot, which might reduce your cost of living by how many dollars a month? Some of you, it's $500 a month. Some of you, it's $1,500 a month. Can you reduce the cost of living if you borrow money against yourself? And can you increase cash flow to yourself if you borrow from your own account and then utilize it in the option market? If any of you need to talk to me about this in a private setting, that's what the one-on-ones are all about. Send me an email at brucefarmer@hotmail.com and say, Uncle Bruce, I need to talk to you for an hour on camera privately. My wife and I would like to sit down and kind of go over our big picture here. Things are changing. Our parents are getting older. We have to take on their responsibilities now. We've got issues here and there, whatever it is. You're all different, and you're all in a different pickle. And let me know, and I'll do the best I can to help out. Okay, there you go. That's the story. What can I say? I don't know what can I say? Credit Savage is saying, I beg to differ, Bruce. It is personal with these politics. In Texas, a poor woman will be forced to carry a deceased baby in her womb to term, and if by some miracle is alive, it will die in her arms. There's some really just pathetic stories out there. And cause infertility for the mother. What's up with that kind of regulation? Dude, everything pretty much went up 10-12% during Powell's speech, and now the VIX is lower than it was at the close. So I predict another face ripper. HCL, unfortunately, 401k can't be self-managed, at least none that I've ever heard of. You need to leave and transfer to somewhere where you can manage yourself. Mitch, and there are politicians that turn their back on the border. Let's protect ourselves first and fix immigration before fixing our country's issues or other countries' issues. G Polaroid, what will be the reaction of the market today? Buying like no tomorrow or what? Cody, I've been waging that war. I can on X for Kate Cox. People are insane. What can I say, kids? There's just certain things that just don't make sense to me either. Buying back my $7 SOFI cash security puts that I sold for $194. Giddy up, BW, Dover, as in Ben Dover, Flint, Cody, I'm loving it. Coyote, I got obliterated on my cover call earlier this year when the market went nuts, so I fully expect to get buried again today. There you go. thank you all so much for just coming through here for us. These thumbs ups, everybody. Thank you. And those of you who are becoming Gold Bagel members and members of the channel, I thank you very, very much. Jen and I are just blown away by that. We are grateful that you've chosen to become members of this channel, and we do the best we can to give you the best value for the money. There's a trade tip under construction. I've been looking all morning. I was looking all morning when I got up today for the trade tip of the day. And I decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to follow the advice that I give a lot of my viewers every day. And that is, let's let the first hour go by first. I kind of want to let the market show me what it's up to, because I don't want to guess what to do with the market. I want the market to tell me what it's thinking and what it's up to, and then I'll figure it out. And so there you go. That's where we're at right now on my trade tip of the day. We just went to member only comment. Thank you everybody who's been here. That's all you lurkers out there. I love you guys. 122 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. Absolutely fabulous. Welcome to the party, pals. We're going to see how this market wants to start it off. 907 on SoFi, 1698 now on GameStop, and we're at 513 on Rocket Lab, up 20 cents over there. Good to see. Let's take a look here. Yeah, Apple's still down 3 cents. Goldman wants to go higher at 276. Being a bank stock, that would make sense. Cisco up 28, Tesla up 156. Microsoft up 37 cents. Google up 30, Amazon up 85, Nvidia up 250, Unity up 71, AI at 28.90, up 75 cents. The Adobe shares 595.59, down 28 in the last few minutes of the pre-market. We'll wait and see how this all begins shortly. Excuse me. Should be a ton of fun, to say the least. Everybody, welcome to the party, pals. So glad you are here. Christine Lagarde quote here: "We did not discuss rate cuts at all." We didn't discuss rate cuts at all in Europe. There you go. And yet Europe is in a recession, which begs the question, why is it that Europe is not thinking rate cuts with a weaker economy, and America is thinking rate cuts with a much stronger economy than Europe? It makes no sense. Something isn't right here. Kind of makes you wonder, just what are they thinking? I mean, what are they thinking? Okay. Very, very interesting. A 183-point gain on the Dow, half a point. S&P up 0.54%. NASDAQ up 0.42. Oil holding a $2 gain at 71.63. Article came out this morning about oil probably not hitting $100 in 2024 at all. Interesting. Well, of course, with America pumping out over 13 million barrels a day, there's no shortage of crude in America. At least not at all here. There you go. And dude, some companies allow a 401k to be self-managed or self-directed. That's true. It depends. You have to know. You have to do your research on this. I can only tell you what I've heard and what I see. And some people are telling me this is what I'm doing. This is what we can do. Flint selling a covered call to cover gap. Another 100. HCL, good to know. Thank you on that 401k stuff. Dude says, Coyote, I recommend more. What? I don't know what that means. Flint selling cover calls on SoFi to cover up the gap in the next 100. Rinse and repeat. Okay. Richard Carlin is doing the right thing. Neat emojis are being popped up there to honor the Knights of Knee. JR is saying to Cody, it's a sad day when giving birth to a dead baby is more important than the health of the mother. Touch Grass, thoughts on the high-speed trains coming to the U.S.? Any good stocks to watch? No, none, zero, zip. America has an incredible habit of screwing itself by getting in the way of its own progress on mega projects. And so on the rail front, there are no recommendations from me. You can also roll your employee contributions out of your company's 401k into an IRA that you can self-manage. That's my plan with my 401k. to each of you have your solutions. There you go. Credit Service is fascinating how Republicans are always bashing California and Hawaii, saying these states are going to hell. Yet all I run into in the Waikiki streets, Republican tourists. In San Francisco too. It's kind of funny how they all come out here to vacay, and we're going to hell. Isn't that something? Sorry, I'm just reading the comments as they're coming in. Thank you. Flint Creek, instead of high-speed rails, could we just add tracks and services? Can we just, make trains more available to all? America and Canada are the poster child for what not to do with rail. We are so off the answer, but you got lobbyists out there, you got environmentalists out there who believe electric trains are bad for the ecology. So good luck with that. Just good luck with it. There's apparently some kind of a beetle and an owl and a mouse and a whatever that could be within 5 miles of these railroad tracks, and that could make them extinct. So, okay, fair enough. We suck, says Flint Creek. I tell you, when I go to Europe, I get on the train systems, and even this year, they were not up to par. The European rail was not up to excellence this year, and yet phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. The infrastructure that has been set up there and how it works, it is incredible. And then you watch YouTube videos of people traveling by train in Europe, and they're just, especially Americans and Canadians, they go, why can't we do this? Why can't we do this? This is unbelievable. And then you go to Japan, ride the rails there. China has built the world's largest rail system. Unbelievable. I know it's different in other countries than in ours. I know. That's why we're not perfect. I get it. Touch grass is crying. Marie, trains in Canada capital, a joke too. Canada's capital are a joke. There you go. And, there you are. All right. Well, let's just see if we can make money in the market. Look at it this way. If the train systems suck in North America, but you guys who are in North America are writing options and making all kinds of money on Condor, poor man covered calls, cash secured puts, and everything else you're doing, you can make the kind of money that allows you to travel in style, first class rail in Europe and in Japan, and travel to other parts of the world. So, you don't have to look at the pathetic rail system that we have in North America. We can enjoy the world's best rail systems and do a favor to the world climate by not driving vehicles in Europe, using electrically powered trains instead. Maybe that's the way to go. So, okay, there you have it. Thank you all. I think we're a minute away from opening the market. And so Larry Titus, I'm certain, is about to hit those bells for us, which should be just terrific. And I appreciate all of you for being here today. Great to have you around. Let's get this party started, and let's see if you guys can get richer today. We gained 512 points yesterday on the Dow. What's it got in store for us today? Larry Titus is right here on time. Thank you, my friend. The bells have been rung. The bells, says JR. Richard, is SPY selling off? Maybe, possibly, you think, huh? Could it? Maybe, how about that? Well, we'll find out, my friends. We'll see how this market opens in the first hour and just what kind of follow through we have from yesterday's close. And let's see what this market is all about. Is there a follow through? Will there be a capitulation? Will there be other issues? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm here. You're here. Well, let's see what this market wants to do. Welcome to the party, pals. Fun times at the OK Corral. GameStop, 1735 right now to start the morning. 1735, up 58 cents or more on GameStop. SoFi, 923, up 29 cents. Your cash secured puts will be coming down in value. And if you're trying to buy them back, put in really cheap stink bids. 1 penny higher than a nice round number would be a really good idea. And fold your arms and let the calls or those puts come to you. Well done, everybody. Let's see what happens. 103-point gain on the Dow, it would appear. We've got S&P up 24, NASDAQ up 84, and we have oil up to 21 a barrel right now. There's the story, everybody. We've got a record high open on all these markets. Well, of course, every point higher is a record point higher. The question now is, can it last? Can it hold? And how far? And that's the story. And we're sticking to it. AI 29.22 up $1.05. Spire 7.80 up 23 cents. GameStop up 59. SoFi's up 38 to 9.32. Apple's up $1.30. Enphase up $12 to $119. Netflix down 380. Adobe down $38 at 586.22. Nvidia's up 494. Tesla's up 340. Rocket Lab 522 up 29 cents. Matterport up 12 at 267. SmartRent is unchanged at 335 last trade. Unity up $1.50. Google up 35 cents. Moderna up $10 to 88.60. Cisco up 22, Pfizer's up 25 cents, IBM down 77 cents. Very interesting on IBM. HPQ up 60 cents. Microsoft down $1.66. Another interesting little quote there. ME trying to get through 90. Amazon up 113. Home Depot is up 620. Vanik Semiconductors up 240. Goldman Sachs, the bank, up 630. Boeing up $1.09. Meta, Facebook down 145. Target up 247. JP Morgan up 105. Costco down 340. Walmart down 120. Disney up 117. American Airlines up 29 cents. AMC up 29. DraftKings up 87. Royal Caribbean up 128 to 121.76. There you have it. That is the story. Has the squeeze started? People are asking on all these stocks. SoFi 940 now, up 46 cents. GameStop up 51 to 17.20. And as I said yesterday, and as I said again and again and again, the ingredients for short sales are all in place. Way too many shares shorted, no regulation to report it. The derivatives market completely unregulated. Synthetic shares shorted everywhere. Try to say that real quick. Everything's in place for mini short squeezes, quick little short runs, panicky scenarios. That's all there. But the follow through, and there you have it. I don't know. Let's see what gives. Has the short squeeze started? 942 on SoFi, up 48. Do we hit 10 today? That was my question. Do we hit 10 today? We're sure looking like we want to. But will we? The volume right now, 7.8 million on SoFi. We had over 2 million in the pre-market. GameStop right now, 727,000 traded, up 66 cents. There is definitely a buy wave coming into this stock without question. And if we break through 18, we hit highs that we haven't seen since back in September. That will be a bit of a breakout technically. However, we were at $24 in June of this past year on GameStop. So GameStop needs to do quite a bit more, but it's certainly capable of it. Maybe not in one day, but certainly capable. 944 on your SoFi, up 50 cents. Now 946. 948, another couple of pennies on 8.5 million on your SoFi. Those cash secured puts are dropping and dropping and dropping. Make sure your bids go back. Be in no hurry. Be in absolutely no hurry to buy your cash secured puts back right off the get-go. You want to let this market come. Let the stock go and then work it from there. Fun times. A good morning from Constantine. I'm thumbs up 131. Thank you, everybody. Let's have a green day. Charlie, Uncle Bruce, do you recommend buying back our SoFi puts that we wrote for 25, 26? They are definitely all showing green right now. Just talked about it. I would be very patient, and if you're going to put in bids, put in stink bids. Right now, this stock 944 on 8-9 million shares in 5 minutes. Hello. There are buyers coming into this stock, and they're not waiting, and they're not asking questions, and they're not fidgeting with a penny or two. They are putting in market buy orders. 1721 on GameStop, up 52 cents. We have got an up run going here. I like it. The Dow's up 95. S&P up 24. NASDAQ up 88. We got oil up $2.08 a share. There it is. A Stifel Securities is upping the price target for Adobe up to 625 from 600. Is that a shill? Does that company Stifel do a lot of business with Adobe? You got to wonder. They're recommending the stock as it's plummeting today. Phenomenal how this game works. You never sell. Down $40 a share, 583 on Adobe. Congratulations, Iron Condor creators on Adobe. Netflix is down 339, interestingly. Google's down 23. IBM is down $2 a share. Microsoft is down $3 a share. Notice the Magnificent Seven, what they're doing. Facebook down $1.80. Microsoft down 360. Google down 21. Netflix down 350. We are seeing. We're not seeing the Magnificent Seven, all seven going way up to hit new highs. That's not happening. Market is not being led by the Magnificent Seven, by the way. Really interesting here. Splayer, holy moly, 942. Yes, 948 on SoFi now. 948, down 26. No, not down 26. I've got a one-day quote up 55 on 10.5 million volume in 7 minutes. 10 million in 7 minutes on SoFi. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's an indication that money is coming into the stock. 1713 on GameStop volume, 974,000. The high of the day, 1740, and so we're jumping around a lot on the GameStop shares right now. 950 on SoFi, up 56. We're going through that 950 barrier like it's not even there. Like a hot knife through soft butter. 952 right now on SoFi. GameStop jumping around like crazy. I don't know if my quotes are actually accurate or not. I'm showing 1691. I showed 1684. I'm showing 1687. I'm showing $17. We're all over the place on GameStop right now. I can't be more specific. There's some weird stuff going on. Shenanigans, maybe. The Dow up 31 now, backing up. S&P up 20. NASDAQ up 90. Oil up 213. SoFi 954. It's going higher. We're up 60 cents now. 956 high of the session. 11.8 million. $10 is your next stop, and that might just blow past that. We'll see how this plays out. Interesting. 1688 now on GameStop, up 19 cents. Triple Qs are up 160. Spiders are up 177. AI up 164. Spire up to 775, up 18 cents. The Dow's only up 1 point. Interesting. Sell my house fast up on Marlboro. I'm number 132 on your thumbs up meter. Thank you, all of you who are here, who are hitting the thumbs up button for us today. We appreciate the help, letting the world know we're alive, we're well, we're still on the air. Many have left us. Here we are, and we're enjoying this run on a few of our favorites. SoFi now at 956. Giddy up, kids. 956, and we're headed for 10, and maybe more than that. Well. Isn't that interesting? Kind of feel like the church lady. Well. Isn't that something? We'll just see what's going on. Having fun, kids? Oh, I am. Love watching you kids make money. Look at your Rocket Lab. We're up 46 cents on Rocket Lab. 538 right now on Rocket Lab. SoFi up 64. GameStop up 18. Matterport up 14.5. 23andMe is holding 90 cents a share, up a couple of pennies. Spire up 22. ATIP up 8. SmartRent up 6 cents. We've got Apple up 131. Goldman up $11. Cisco up a penny. Tesla up 478. We got ARK up 178. Microsoft down 340. Pfizer up 35. HPQ up 50 cents. Google up 28. Amazon up 40. Nvidia up $1.07. Unity up 187. AI up 177 to $29.91. Adobe down $44 a share at $5.80 a share. We are now down $53 from the high 2 days ago on Adobe. There you go. Spiders are up 238. Netflix down 199. And the Qs are up 173. IBM down 250. Meta down 139. Vanik up 250 a share. That is where we're at here, guys. Watching a ton of developments here. A lot of volatility. A lot of Stuff going on. Dow's now up 47. A buy program just kicked in on the Dow. We're up 22 on S&P. NASDAQ up 94. Oil's up 214 a barrel. Giddy up, kids. Should you buy back your deep in the money calls on SoFi? We're at 961. A $10 cash secured put that would have been written on SoFi 3 days ago, is now only at 962 a share, 38 cents in the money. The rest is air. These $10 secured puts, the 9s, the 8s, they're all quickly out of the money, and they're falling out of the money fast. So if you're going to buy back cash secured puts that you wrote just the other day, you're putting in stink bids really low. You'll have to readjust them. If you haven't been filled yet, you might want to back them up even more. 967 on your stock now, 33 cents away from $10 a share on SoFi. 1695 again on GameStop. We're climbing again. 1695. It touched the low of the session here about 10 minutes ago. GameStop touched 1680. It's now 1699 again, and so it looks like it's doing another run. Are you having fun, kids? This is kind of fun out there, isn't it? It's kind of nice to see these little reactions. 140 thumbs ups all. Thank you very much. Those of you who are picking up these, hitting these thumbs ups for us. Luca, I closed my Adobe Iron Condor for a €245 profit. It made me sweat. There you go, Luca. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. I'm going to be buying another class today. There you go. Class money is coming in for Luca. Class money. Right on, pal. GameStop, 1707 now. 974 on SoFi. 974 on SoFi. The high of the day, 974. Volume, 15.5 million. 13 minutes. Very active start to the session for SoFi, kids. Very active. 1707 on GameStop. Volume now 1,290,000. That's active. More active than normal. The question is the follow through there? We'll see on GameStop. The Qs are up 199. The spiders are up 275. AI is up 212 to $30.26. Spire up 26 to 783. The Dow's up 59 points now. 1711 on GameStop here. 1711 has just been touched. 1712 has been touched. We're up 26 points on S&P. We're up 107, 111 on NASDAQ. Cheers, all of you from around the world who are watching us here as we're trying to tell you what's going on in plain English with these markets. 974 on SoFi. It looks like it wants to go to 10 without any problem whatsoever. There's 15 plus million volume now. SoFi, as of this second, 16.8 million traded, 14 minutes. SoFi is definitely running. We were at 70 million shares yesterday. One of my viewers told me that from his observation, it looked like SoFi traded 20 to 30 million shares in the last hour of yesterday's session during the day. And now we've had 16.8 million trade in the first 15 minutes of our morning. So there's a serious buy wave coming in on SoFi here that could be a shorter, could be hedge funds getting in, could be activist investors. I have no idea. It is just the volume is justifying the movement of the stock, and this thing is running. So there you have it. We are 17 days away from the end of the quarter, end of the year. This quarter we're in right now, the fourth quarter, SoFi has predicted all year long we make money this quarter. This is the turn. This is the turn from losing to winning, and this interest rate news we've been getting. This is good for SoFi. Very good. It's like this coffee. It's very good. Thank you all. 1720 now on GameStop. The high of the session on GameStop was 1741 right off the opening. We're now at 1716 to 1720 on GameStop. We're moving up here as well. And the speculation, I think, is going to turn from GameStop not losing money with the retail stores. They're making money on the retail stores. They've cut their costs so much that they now make money on the retail stores. That isn't the focus. The focus on GameStop is, what is Ryan Cohen going to do with $1.2 million of company money, his own personal wealth of probably $4 or $5 billion, all of his pals and advisors that could be another 15, 20 billion at a couple of phone calls. What kind of an activist investor does this guy become with GameStop as his linchpin. And what if perhaps GameStop buys $1 billion worth of stock, whatever, that is a depressed market, cheap paper. They buy up $1 billion of it, and the word gets out when they file their reports. We own this company 8%, 12%, 14%, whatever. And the stock doubles in price because of it. That puts GameStop $1 billion richer overnight. Why is the stock at $17.08? It's not going to be at $17.08. It's going to be $27, $37. There'll be a short squeeze on GameStop again. That is the next thing that people are wondering about, that if GameStop has these possible pops like this, stock doubles or triples after they get into it, that could cause the value of GameStop just to rise on its own. And then the speculation on top of that, and then the short squeeze problem on top of that, that is gasoline on a raging fire. And we got a $50 stock on GameStop, which is $150. No, which is $200, 4-for-1 rollback. $50 today, $200 yesterday. Is this possible? Again, 17.11 on GameStop. We're up 44 cents. We were $11 a month ago on GameStop. Remember? Anyone out there? $11.50. Remember that? GameStop was 11 something dollars a share just a few, 4 or 5 weeks ago? $17 right now on GameStop. SoFi 969, up 75 cents. What a morning here. 20.5 million traded on SoFi in 18 minutes. That's more than $1 million a minute so far. Wow. Wouldn't it be kind of cool if GameStop was buying SoFi? Charlie, I like your thinking. What if they were buying up $500 million of SoFi stock and then another $500 million of SoFi stock, become one of the largest shareholders of SoFi stock? Whoa, that would be kind of fun. I don't know. JR, can my SoFi 2026 cash secured puts get any greener? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. A lame duck. I have Iron Condor written on AMD, and I can't close out of my put side. There are no biters at the moment on my put side. Again, lame duck. I don't know the numbers, so I don't have your. You got to send me a private email. Tell me the trade you made and what we got going on, and I'll take a look at it. White Feather, this is so much fun. It should be illegal. Thank you. Giddy up, everybody. Colton, you know what, Charlie? I've been pondering the same thing. What if GameStop were to buy a bunch of SoFi? They got $1.2 billion. So what if they bought $1 billion worth of SoFi? Hey, let's party. SoFi goes to $20 a share. GameStop doubles its money on SoFi all of a sudden, and the GameStop shares are up to $30, $35 a share. SoFi's at 20. Woohoo! Who knows? I don't know. I wonder. 970 on your SoFi, 1716 on GameStop. The Dow's up 83. S&P's up 25. NASDAQ now is up 105 points. Okay. And there you are. The ECB, the European Central Bank, and the Bank of England, both today paused rate hikes, just like the Fed yesterday, adding more fuel to the market at the moment. AI is up 226 a share at 30.40. Don't forget, there is a huge, massive short position on AI. Massive. Billions of dollars are shorted on AI. Billions. Every time this goes up $1, there are hedge funds losing a lot of money on AI. This stock was once 160 a share. It's at 30, 50. It's up to 36. That is a short squeeze at any time. I just wonder when and how much. 1721 again on GameStop, 957 on SoFi. I love it. This is fun stuff. And Lame Duck is saying it's $30 above my put side. It's at 100%. So I just let it expire tomorrow. What do I do? If you can roll into the future, you have to do it. You really got to roll into the future. You've got to do it. You cannot just take the loss and just sit there and take the loss. You don't have to. You really should be able to do a roll. But again, I don't have the details in front of me, so I can't get any more detail than that. Pat, holy moly, I'm glad I doubled up on SoFi 2 weeks ago. 967 up 63, 1730 on GameStop. We're climbing again on GameStop. That was up 84. All right, everybody. Is anyone having fun here? It doesn't anyone have fun anymore? It looks like GameStop wants to hit a new high. 1741 was the high today. 1736 right now. We're 5 cents away from another higher high on GameStop. 967 on SoFi, and this could be a little pause before we take a run at 10. Should be fun how much resistance there's between here, 967 on SoFi, and $10 a share. If it breaks 10, it goes to 10.25. There will be a gap. It'll just gap up to 10.25. Pretty well like that. That is typical of resistance levels on certain stocks. 970 on SoFi. Another run is happening right now. Okay, kids, fun times at the OK Corral. Oh my goodness gracious me. Isn't this fun, fun, fun? I'm loving this story. In the meantime, Rocket Lab, very quietly, is up 33 cents to $5.26 a share. Thank you very much, Rocket Lab. SoFi, like I say, 967 to 970. We got GameStop now, 1730-35 range. Matterport is up 16.5 cents at 272 and climbing. 23andMe is climbing again, 93 cents a share now, up 5.5. Spire up 22. ATIP up 8. SmartRent up 3 cents at 338. Over on Apple, we're up 125. Goldman holding now a $16 gain. That is a Dow 30 stock. Cisco down 14 cents. Very interesting. Tesla's up 5.97. ARC Innovations up $2. Microsoft down $4. High of the year, 384, trading at 370. Pfizer up 19 cents. HBQ up 70 cents. Alphabet, that is Google, up 22. High of the year, 142. We're at 134. Amazon is up 24 cents. High of the year, 150. We're at 149, just below. NVIDIA, high of the year, 505. We're at 484. We're up 380 today. Unity is up 209 and AI up 245. We have Adobe down 37.91 at 586.35 a share right here, right now on Adobe. These contracts that people were involved with in Adobe, the condors that are expiring tomorrow, there were folks sitting on 630 contracts and 645 contracts on the calls. If I recall, the $630 contracts were at $20 a piece, huge numbers. They're trading right now at 21 to 29 cents, down 15.78 right now. The 645s are bid 4 cents, ask 10. The opportunity has come across the table to shut down the condor and take the money. Very good. And very dramatic changes. The 625 call contracts went from $18 to 30 cents this morning. The 620s were sitting at $20.50 last night. They're at 45 cents. The 615s last night were at $24. They're now 70 cents. The 610s were at $25.50 yesterday. They're now 95 cents. Down go these contracts. Even contracts that are, $5 out of the money, they were trading at $15, $20 yesterday. They have lost $34 each. The 590s that are only $3.50 out of the money, they're down to $4.60 from $40 each. Complete wipeout. Any of you out there who are sitting on the iron condors on Adobe, it's time to close them out and say, thank you, sir. May I have another? This was a delight. Fantastic. Pays to wait from time to time, and it's lovely to see these come through. It's just great. Rocket Lab down 30 is up 30 cents now to 523. SoFi up 70 to 965. GameStop up 76. We're at new highs. We're up 78 on GameStop, 17.47 a share on your GameStop. Okay. Let's see. How much? Bruce, listen. I don't want to put you on the spot, But could you just tell me exactly how much higher SoFi will go today? I won't bother you for the rest of the day. But could you just, I know it's up 72 cents right now at 966, but with 25 million traded, could you tell me exactly how high it's going to go, and where it's going to close at, and what I should do with my contract? Like, what's the exact price I should buy back my cash secured put for? Could you help me with that? And by the way, while you're at it, I mean, since you're being so generous with your time, could you tell me, like, next week sometime, between now, like in the next 5 minutes, can you tell me how high the stock is going to be next week? Pat, I'm on it. You just leave it with me, buddy. Lorraine, I'm having lots of fun with my 5,500 SoFi. This is great. JR, holy guacamole. Look at GameStop making a run. I am smiling, baby. Yeah, 1754 on your GameStop. As I said, this announcement last week during earnings that they're allowing Ryan Cohen to invest 1.2 billion as he sees fit. The street was poo-pooing this. Wrong. This is going to make people money.
That was easy.
There's the button right there. Not that button. This button. Yeah. We're up 130 on the Dow right now. 1748 on GameStop. What a run. What a day we're having here. 1760 high the session on GameStop already. And I don't see resistance here of any significance. GameStop volume now is 2.5 million. 2.5 million on GameStop. Volume on SoFi right now at 974 on their SoFi. 26 million in 28 minutes. There you go. The volume is there. Could we do 60 to 100 million shares of SoFi today? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas, says Pat Merkley. Fool of a Took. I now need an $18 pullback on my spiders. Fool of a Took. Happy about my GameStop and SoFi positions, though. Charlie, Uncle Bruce, should we close out the Adobe that we rolled up and out to for Feb 2024, or let time decay more? It would be nice to see more pullback. Again, you can sit tight and enjoy this massive pullback. You're now off the hot seat at the moment. You might be in a position that you can sell out your calls that are $20 out of the money and buy $10 out of the monies instead, and that reduces the risk factor immediately. I mean, there's all kinds of things to do, but at the moment, Charlie, cross your arms and enjoy the show. JR, I'm waiting to see how high AI is going to go. Then I'm going to roll my covered calls. They're looking red, but a rollover will fix that. That's true. There's that too. And don't forget, you're richer because your stock is up 30.48, up to 34 on AI. Very interesting. GameStop 1756, SoFi 976. Getting ready for a run at 10 on SoFi. Splatter, yeah, the buzzer. Oh yeah, I love the buzzer. There you go. Fun times, kids. Fun times. What a run. There's dough coming into that market. And those of you doing options are just having a field day. Absolutely. A most interesting session, to say the least. All right. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you again for these thumbs ups. If you're able to hit that thumbs up button for us, please do. We'd love to hit 200 today. We got 150 thumbs ups now. Thank you again for those of you who are members of this channel, who have become members lately, who are upgrading your regular membership to the gold level. Thank you one and all for your support. It's much appreciated, and welcome you all here to the show. 103-point gain on our Dow here, 776 on that Spire. AI up 237 to 3051. Spiders are up 260. Qs are up 153. GameStop up 91 cents to 1760. And almost 2.7 million traded now. It's 977. We're hitting new highs on your SoFi right now, up 84 cents. 27.5 million. We're going to be at 30 million shares here in a few minutes, the way this thing's going. $10 is your next stop on SoFi, and I don't know why it wouldn't break it. There's buying coming in here. Apple up just 96 cents. That's telling. Enphase, a beautiful $15 gain today, 122.71. Netflix down $5. Adobe down $40 to 583.35. Wow, what a hit. Nvidia up $1.50. Tesla's up $7. The Rocket Lab 531 up 38 cents. We got Matterport up 21 cents. We got Smart Rent up 2. Owens Corning is even up 560. We got Unity up 198. Google down 29. Moderna up $12 to 90, almost $91 now. Cisco down 17. Pfizer up 18. IBM down $3. HPQ up 77. Microsoft down $5 a share. ME is up to 93 cents. If it breaks $1 and holds it, all the delisting stuff is off the table for like another year. Watch for that. Amazon down $1. Home Depot up $7. Vanek Vectors up 320. Goldman up 17.79 to 380 a share. Boeing up a penny. Meta down 340. Target up 220. JP Morgan up $2. Costco down 7.90. Walmart down 160. Disney up 95 cents. American Airlines up 31. AMC up 36. And DraftKings up 122 with Royal Caribbean up 22 cents. That is the story. I'm sticking to the story on these. Watching a lot of stuff going on here. Giddy on up, everyone, on this market. 978 now on SOFI. 978. That is the high of the session. 979 now is being priced in here. Just hit that, and we're at 28.5 million. We're going for 980 in a moment. The way this thing is running, we're going for $10 on SOFI. From where I sit, that's kind of what I'm guessing. 1757 on GameStop, up 88. All right. Oh boy. Kaiser, I believe the squeeze is on for SoFi. Fidelity will not allow me to buy shares. They also assigned me an $850 cash secured put overnight, made me buy one contract of 200 this morning. I don't know what that means. I don't know what's going on there. JJ, when this baby hits 888, Blair, I'll give you a short question. When I write, for example, twice before a 1-for-10 stock split, do I have to split twice even? Yeah, Splair, I would get the hell out of that thing right now. Get out of there. This is going to be ugly, this 10-for-1 split. You don't want to be involved in this after the split is done. You want to be out of there. I don't know what to tell you. This is not good. This is usually bad. The options might be delisted. They may not allow new options to be created because of the 1-for-10 rollback. You're going to have 1/10 the volume on the stock. And I don't see the options being qualified to be listed anymore. They'll be just allowed to expire. You don't want to be there. Dude, Enphase this week, holy moly, Uncle Bruce, I got tested on the put side this week so much I couldn't even sell back my calls. Then today they were worth 500 each. Face ripper, unbelievable. Dude, here I am saying it wouldn't go higher than 110 again. Rugman really did it this time. Alex, people, Brian, I think I need to roll my SoFi covered calls, laughing out loud. Wee, yeah, there you go. SoFi 982 now, 982 on SoFi, 1755 on GameStop. Volume on SoFi 29.9 million. We're at the high of the day, 982, 984. We're going for $10, and we might bust right through that today. SoFi 1755. The high of the session for GameStop today has been 1767. We're at 1751 on GameStop, 1751.55, 978 to 980 range on SoFi. They're both running today dramatically. Qs are backing up a little bit. They're only up 96 cents. SPYs are up to 472, but they got to 473.70, and now they're giving up a little bit on the spiders. AI is 30.46 up 232. Spires are up to 780 up 23, and the Dow is up 57 cents. Apple's only up 103. Enphase now up $13 to 120 a share. There you go, kids. Tons to watch, tons to follow, tons to play with. We're down $40 on Adobe. We're down to 9 cents on NVIDIA. Tesla up 640 right here, right now. Rocket Lab 528 up 35 cents. Matterport up 22. kind of fun, isn't it? Google down 90, Cisco down 18, IBM down 294, Microsoft down $5, Amazon down $1.20, Boeing down 73, Meta, Facebook down 440. The big cap stocks are down. Costco down 720, Walmart down 150. The big boys are not hitting new highs. Interesting to see the divergence here. Money is shifting into the secondary stocks out of the Magnificent Seven and high cap. Very interesting. Kaiser says, still cannot buy any shares on Fidelity. I had 200 contracts at 850 cash secured puts. I now have 199. And they purchased 100 shares at 850. One contract was executed overnight, expired for Jan 24. Yeah, this is confusing, Kaiser. I don't know what to say here. I cannot speak for these platforms. I have no idea what's going on. But the good news, Kaiser, is the higher SoFi goes, the lower these puts are worth, and you are making money. Dean, I just received a lovely email invite to test drive a Tesla during their holiday celebration. I just need SoFi to hit $25 a share. Giddy up. There you go. Wahoo. There you go. Splair. Okay, that's really not sounding great. Thought it would be better at 5 instead of 5. Yeah, Splair, you want to be out of there. This is over. I don't think there'll be options trading on that thing anymore. Like, they'll still allow the existing options to trade, but there won't be new ones allowed in because there won't be volume with 1/10 of the stock. You really want to be out of there. Move elsewhere. There you go. Oh, the door just opened. Look out. Here comes something. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Be very afraid. The door just swung open on me. Hello there, Auntie Jen.
It's my own rug man.
My own personal rug man just showed up. How you doing today, Auntie Jen?
Good. How are you?
Oh, a little busy.
1751
on the old GameStop. Yeah. Look at the old SoFi.
Yes, 970.
Going for $10 here. 31 million traded.
Condors having to be rolled up.
No, cash secured puts. We're doing okay on cash secured puts.
Yeah.
But iron condors on Adobe. That's been an interesting session here.
So what's it doing today?
Well, let's just pop the Adobe up for you. Let me show you what the Adobe's doing right now. There it is, right there.
Give it a go. 583.
Down $40 a share. These call contracts that were $17 to $20 a piece.
Yes.
50 cents, 30 cents, 20 cents each. They're out of the money.
That's outrageous profit.
They die tomorrow. So my Iron Condor people in Adobe are very happy right now. They're very, very happy. And there you go. Even those who rolled their Adobes are doing great.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing just fine. Yes, indeed. Isn't it fun around here? Yeah, SoFi, 784 has been the high of the session on SoFi. We're going to see swings here, but I wouldn't be surprised if it tries a $10 hit.
784 is in the low.
984 the high, 909 the low.
There you go.
984 the high, 766 right, 966 right now. Just too excited. I'm trying to calm down. Like my viewers were just so pumped up. It's unbelievable.
So have they noticed the haircut?
No one said anything. There's no need to
They're
comment.
just so overwhelmed.
There's no need to comment. We're all fine. It's all good. No big deal. No big whoop. We're here to make money. What can I say? Oh my gosh, what a session it has been today.
Even the big ass iPad is going. Calm down.
It's all screwed up. The biggest iPad can't keep up with it. It's goofy, wacky. We're up 50 on the Dow. We're up 20 on S&P. We're up 74 on NASDAQ. We've been doing this. The U.S. Treasury is under 4% to 397 now. Interest rates are holding in the Bank of England. They didn't change. European Central Bank didn't change today. They both stayed the same. And there you go. What else is going on here? Splair, never mind. Kaiser, just letting you know, Fidelity has a squeeze on, I believe. I have a good day, everybody. Pat, SoFi platform can't keep up with the stock frenzy. Richard, good morning, Auntie Jen. JR, good morning, Auntie Jen. What kind of bagel today?
Is there a bagel today?
There might be. VIG got out of my Adobe Iron Condor today. Profit, however, deep in the money on SPY Iron Condor calls. And this is why we are talking rollovers. Get a rollover together here. Make it happen. Absolutely. JR, my computer fan is acting up again. There you go. In any event, I'm wondering.
Too hot. It's just too hot for a computer.
It's hot. It's hot. I'm wondering about.
So you're thinking bagel?
I'm thinking bagel, maybe something with cheese on it, but we have
Well,
options.
We have options.
Mm.
We have the brie.
Yeah.
We have Gruyere.
Yeah.
We have sharp cheddar.
Yeah.
I think the sharp cheddar. No?
I'm not sure what to do. Sharp cheddar.
Well, it's not sharp. It's just old. It's like us. It's old.
It's just old.
It's old and sharp.
I mean, how bad can it be? Is Gruyere kind of a creamy, or is the other one?
The Gruyere is very good when it's melted.
Yeah.
It goes in fondues.
Ooh.
Yes.
See, that might be the way to go.
But
nicely toasted with those.
when it cools,
seeds.
it gets harder again.
Yeah, I got to eat it as quick as I can when it gets here.
Okay.
I'm thinking that direction.
Okay. Where the brie, the brie goes soft, stays soft.
Yeah, I don't like that white stuff on it though.
Well, I can cut the white stuff off for you, my little prince.
I told him the good news about your surgery.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Jan 16.
Yep.
Giddy up.
Giddy up.
We're all pumped up around here about that.
Tuesday the 16th.
New hip coming in. Exciting stuff.
Yeah. I told the doc that, last year, good surgery, good hip, good everything. I said, you set the bar pretty high. And he feels that they can meet, possibly exceed it.
Do we think we can do it again?
He's up to the challenge.
We're ready to go. We're ready to make this happen for you.
He and the team. We're ready.
Right? Touchgrass SoFi Stadium is hosting the Super Bowl in 27.
I know.
Alberto, I'm here in spirit since I can't see the video. Good morning, Bagel Familia. You can now begin. SoFi. Right on, Alberto.
Is he still cruising?
I think he is. Splayer, thanks, Auntie Jen, for correcting the 785 high. And good morning, Auntie Jen. Robert Benson, number 164. JR, my little prince. Oh, my God, laughing out loud. Robert Benson, let's go to 200 thumbs, baby. Give this guy 200 thumbs. What more does he have to do to get 200 measly thumbs ups?
Let me get over there and I'll get you your bagel.
Oh boy. We have 165. Thank you all so much for that. Okay, let me do that for you. We'll put the Rugman logo.
I'll be back.
Thank you, Auntie Jen, so much. Thank you. Farmless, I have been taking a nap listening to Uncle Bruce since I called in sick. I heard sharp cheese and woke up. I'm as green as the market. Gosh. Sorry to hear that, Farmless. Just make money. If you're going to be ill, you might as well just make money. Oh boy. AI 3003. We've got GameStop at 1734. We have SoFi at 952. We're up 50 on the Dow, 20 on S&P, 74 on NASDAQ, oil up 247 a barrel at the moment. That's what we have right here, as best as I can tell you. From my vantage point, do not be surprised and do not be concerned about fluctuations in stock prices during the day today. The volatility factor is going to kick in here. SoFi now at 950 with 35 million traded. Over 35 million on SoFi. High of the session, 984, and there could be much more than that. We'll see. GameStop, 1726. High of the day, 1767. 3.2 million traded on GameStop. Volumes are very, very active here right now. And I'm glad to see it. I want lots of participation. I want 100 million a day on SoFi every day or more. I want 50 million GameStop, if it could ever do it on a consistent basis. That's what I want to see here. Let's just see what happens. The more volume and the more volatility, the worse it is for short sellers. And that means they have to buy back. They buy back, it goes higher. It's as simple as that. There's no limit to how high these can go. There's no limit. It's wide open. Okay. Wow. What can I say? All right. Dude. Wow, Uncle Bruce. Wow. Dude, I've been rolling for the last 40 minutes. Why the face? Dude, it must have been that bagel you ate on the air yesterday. No doubt it was the bagel. JR, man, oh man, AI is dumping. I'm confused. JJ, time to roll out. Uncle Bruce, will you be demonetized for playing roll out of the barrel? Dude, thumbs up 28. Sorry, I was late with that. I've been busy, sir, says dude. I can imagine you are. Not a worry. We're going to see volatility. There's no question about the volatility factor. It has to come in. We have had every bit of good news you could possibly have for the market to go higher. And that means some folks will sell on the news. I told you this morning before we even started trading that there are a zillion people in all the financial capitals of the world who are on pins and needles right now, wondering about their bonuses based on these prices and these movements of stocks. It is unbelievable how many hundreds of billions of dollars in bonuses are on the line right now. It's going to be wacky. So, hey, get ready. For some folks, a SOFI going to 12 will be just the remedy for a great year. Others, they're going to try to keep it down. The GameStop story is only just developing. This is going to be nuts for 2024. Look, AI at 29.89. Is this a bad day? Up 175? I don't think so. This is pretty darn good. What a run. Charlie, Uncle Bruce, when closing out an iron condor, do you recommend only closing out the short position, leaving the long call and put open for some crazy move that might make it profitable? Generally, you shouldn't have to worry about it. And generally, if you're going to do another condor, and that should be your next plan, is to create the next one with very wide parameters, you want to close one out and move on to the next. But you're now gambling on these pennies and dimes. I know, but if it interferes with your marginability, I don't know. So there's where I just kind of go, no comment, really. If you're an iron condor creator, you're an iron condor creator, and that's the end of it. And that's all I can tell you. Each to his own. Sell my house fast. The shorters on SOFI are still shorting. They can't control the volume, though. That's right. JJ, you played Yoko, so a little polka music couldn't hurt. I mean, could you help us out here? Oh my, sorry. There you go. What a morning. What a crazy morning. The Qs are only up 45 cents. The triple Qs are only up 45 cents. SPY up 134. We're seeing red coming in here in certain areas. We're down $7 on Netflix, down 38 on Adobe. We're down 123 on Google. We're down 41 on Cisco. Pfizer down 7. IBM down 2. Microsoft down 540. Amazon down 47 cents. Boeing down 129. The old Facebook down 458. Costco down 750. Walmart down 171. There's red out there. It's not just green, but the secondary stocks are definitely having a good day. The Russell 2000 have been bid up dramatically in the last little while. And so there's money coming in here. Okay, Charlie, gotcha. Okay, thank you. Sell my house. How much of this beautiful SOFI volume is borrowed shares, and how much of it is day trading? Exactly. There is gambling going on out there. 38 million SOFI now traded on the session. 38 million. It's nice to see that. GameStop volume 3.3 million on GameStop right now. 1724 on GameStop. 936 on SOFI. Welcome to the party, pal. The Nakatomi Tower. Highs and lows going all over the place here. Wild. It is a wild, wild day. And the more the merrier. The more this gets, the better it gets. I say, Brian, Bruce, 181 thumbs up for you. Good morning. Thank you for the 181. We're only 19 away from 200 thumbs up. So you guys are awesome. Thank you for helping us out getting to 200 thumbs ups. Lesson 17 that we did last Saturday is under construction, being edited, should be available at any time. As soon as I get the edited version of lesson 17, out they go to those of you who are in the class and any of you who have put in pre-order since, and also I will put it on the website. So stand by for lesson 17. Did it come in handy this week? Oh, yeah, it came in handy. Really handy this week, indeed. Welcome all to the show and to the experience. 29.82 on AI, up 168. What a run. The GameStop 1730 up 61. SOFI up 41 to 935. Dow's up just 22, S&P up 13, NASDAQ up 44. Around and around we go with all kinds of fun. Oil up 250 at 71.97, trying to hold 250 a barrel gain. We'll see how long that lasts and if it can continue that or not. Okay, all. Thank you all for popping through here. Great to see you here. We got lots of fun stuff happening. We are not seeing any talk in the European Union, so from the central banker, Christine Lagarde, that there are going to be interest rate cuts in Europe anytime soon. There is none of that talk going on at all. We have a long way to go, she is saying. Interesting. Will there be another bull run on the Magnificent Seven after a bit of a pullback? That's the next question that is being forecast and asked about. Indeed, yeah, we got all kinds of interesting stuff going on here. Where are we going and when and how far? Oh man, unbelievable. Just all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay. Thank you all for popping through here and being with us today. Nice to have you here with us as we continue to watch a ton of activity here in this market. Man, oh man, oh man! I got tabs up all over the place on my computer here, trying to see what's happening and where it's happening, and try to give you the best info I can give you. I'm doing the best I can with what very little I have. I'll tell you. Thank you again. These thumbs ups. We're now at 184, just 16 away from 200. You guys are incredible. Thank you very much. Bagel Babe, thank you for thumbs up number 184. Thank you very much. There you go. Will ME break $1? That's a question. I've been asking that for months now, ever since buy recommendations have started to come out on ME lately. 93 cents right now. The high of the session, 96. ME needs only break $1 and stay above $1 for 1 day. That's all it needs. And that removes all the talk of delisting the shares, $1 or higher. It's that close. We'll see how that plays. Okay. Bobby Atkinson, you know you can do it, ME. You know you can do it. Hector, markets are just catching up from yesterday. These markets are just trying to catch up with what happened yesterday. There you go. Thank you, everybody, for popping through. What a run. What a run. 49-point gain on the Dow. We're up to 944 again on SOFI. 1739 on GameStop. GameStop, high of the day today, $17.67. This is a nothing burger. We're at 1742. That's only 25 cents away. That can be done in a minute. Watch out. Okay, SoFi 945, 40 million traded. 40 million in not even an hour. Amazing day so far over there. Okay. Very interesting. There we go. Okay. Giddy up, kids. 518 on Rocket Lab, up 25 cents. Splair, any idea if Rocket Lab can go on climbing? What do you expect for tomorrow? I think we're getting the witching hour. Rocket Lab won't be affected by the witching hour. Rocket Lab is getting ready to launch another rocket here shortly, and all eyes are on its performance. And those shares are way undervalued with the amount of cash you're sitting on and the hundreds of millions of dollars of business that's in their books. This stock can go a much, much higher than this. We've only barely seen the beginning of that one. 52-point gain on the Dow. We seem to be climbing a bit there. Okay. We'll follow the rest of this market, see if it wants to give us some more. Qs are up 92 cents. Spiders are up 169. There you go. All right. Apple only up 135. Enphase holding a 1070 gain. Still at 118. God, how a lot higher than that today. 123. Lost $5 already. Amazing. Netflix down 7. Adobe still at 587.62. Carnage in the call market, call options market for Adobe. A lot of people lost a lot of money gambling on that one. And like I say, Iron Condor creators are happy today on Adobe. Very happy today. All righty. Tesla up 759. We got Matterport up 22 cents at 278. We've got Unity up 220, Google down 120, Moderna up 920, Cisco down 35, Pfizer down 8, IBM down $2. HPQ up 91 cents at 31.06. Microsoft down 5.30. ME holding a 5-cent gain at 92.4. Amazon down 7. Home Depot up $7. Vanik up 270. Goldman up 14.45. Boeing down 45. Facebook Meta down 360. Target up 170. JP Morgan up 150. Costco down $8. Walmart down 180. There you go. Disney up 120 at $94. American Airlines 14.40 up 31. AMC up 22 cents at 7.04. DraftKings up 78 cents. Royal Caribbean up 53 cents at 121 a share. There you go. Following a lot of different stories at the same time. Okay. Anyway, there you go, kids. There's what I'm showing. That's what I'm seeing here. What a run today and yesterday. Markets are having all kinds of fun. Jen is coming in. Oh, Auntie Jen, what are we got? What have we got here?
Well, it took its own sweet time, didn't it?
Oh, look at that.
I had to cook it twice.
Wow. Oh, wow.
And I cut the white part off.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I don't know if I need that.
Well,
Might
just
or
in
might
cases. I
not.
don't
Just
know.
in cases.
And here, there's that. A
Oh,
napkin.
Bruce could use that.
Okay,
Brett.
everybody pull the earbuds out. Time for chewing.
Mm. Mm, mm, mm,
What do you think?
mm. Man,
It's good in there.
that cheese is so good.
I know. It's so nice.
Mm.
Brie and bread.
Mm.
That's why all 9-year-olds really just want cheese and bread.
Why do we like Switzerland so much? Cheese. Cheese and chocolate.
Why was my cholesterol so high when we got back from Timbuktu? Cheese. Cheese and chocolate.
Switzerland's fault.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Not everybody. Everybody has cheese and chocolate. And it wouldn't be fair to not have one at all of the different countries. You don't want one country to go bad.
You can't show favors.
1736 still hanging in there,
Mhm.
right around where I left you.
Yep.
SOFI.
939 at 45.
Okay. Yeehaw.
I wanted to see the first hour. What were we going to do in the
Right.
first hour? And we're up 75 on the Dow. It does not seem to want to go into the red.
Well, and with the raise it had yesterday, there's going to be a little profit taking today.
One would think, but
One would think.
we're still. I think what we're seeing is a broadening of the market. Some of the Magnificent Seven are holding up a little bit. They're not leading the market. They're following or they're behind it. But the remaining 493 S&P 500, the remaining 93 NASDAQs, and the Russell 2000. I mean, here we go.
Yeah.
We got money coming in. It doesn't take a lot of money to run SoFi or GameStop a couple of bucks a share. It doesn't take billions.
Stock's well held.
Well, it's so cheap down here and there's so little available.
Yeah, it's well held.
These will pop like nothing. And then, of course, the problem is if GameStop and SoFi do pop several dollars each, now the shorters are in trouble to the tune of billions.
Okay, now we're going to pop like a Jiffy Pop.
Okay. Someone's really, really happy here.
I remember the first time we did Jiffy Pop because we, used a pot, you put oil in the bottom and you shook it while
We
it
saw
was
the
cooking.
TV commercials.
We saw the TV commercials, and the first time Mom and Dad caved and bought Jiffy Pop for us because it was ridiculously expensive.
Sure.
And, we have a large family, so one Jiffy Pop, it was not going to handle it.
The last 30 seconds with 5 kids.
One it's not going to handle it. Yeah.
Of course, those are the days before microwave popcorn.
Right. Well, they say that everybody in the world now has Teflon in their body thanks to microwave popcorn. That we've all ate it, and I guess when we eat it, it goes and finds a home somewhere and it stays there forever. It finds a cave where it can hide out. We all have Teflon.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't Orville Redenbacher the original, also a stovetop pop type?
Oh,
That
yeah.
it popped
Yeah,
up like
still,
Jiffy Pop,
You still buy the kernels.
right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, Orville Redenbacher came out with a microwave version.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then everybody else followed suit. And then we had the air poppers.
Oh,
So it was healthy for you. No, it's not. It's corn.
corn ain't necessarily healthy for you. There you go.
And we know people who will not go to a theater to watch a movie because they just cannot stand the sound of people eating popcorn.
You have to go on a Tuesday afternoon when no one is
When
there.
no one else is there. Yes.
Join the movie just as it's
Or
starting.
come in, yeah, right at
Look for the
start.
empty row and then
Hopefully popcorn's been eaten at that point.
get as far away from a popcorn eater.
Yeah.
I guess
Like,
that's
oh,
how
yeah,
you
it's
do.
been years since we've been to a theater.
Hector says, Uncle Bruce, your commentary about a year-end bonus calculations are really making me think about how the market will begin profit taking. That's right.
Yeah.
Bagel, says Hector. A fixed surgery date should make for a happy anti-Jan.
That's right.
Jan 16, kids.
That's right.
All my platforms are crashed, says Flint. JR, oh, yes, the shaking pot with the oil and the popcorn. Remember that?
Yeah.
I remember those
And the
days.
smell.
Then air poppers,
Oh.
do they even make those anymore?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Air poppers, it's one of those perennial housewarming gifts. Because it's something you'll use. It's not expensive.
No.
A plant only dies. Well, at least in my house, plant died.
Yeah. Yeah. The old days making popcorn.
And they always advertised how it's healthier for you because it's not cooked in that awful oil. But then, of course, you take, your quarter cup, half cup of butter, melt it, and pour it all over.
Salt.
Yeah, that's right. Chew it well, kids, because the way it goes down is the way it comes up.
Flint Creek. I use my air popper 2 to 3 times a week.
See?
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Splair.
I love my
Auntie
popcorn.
Jen, how was the visit yesterday with the doc?
Oh, it was so good.
It was
Thank
very
you,
good.
Splair.
It
It
was
was
really
wonderful. He was running a little late, which always makes you think that there's been an accident. And there's an emergency surgery required. But yeah, got to see him, and it's all good. It's all good.
It's all good. It's all exciting.
Yeah,
We're all set.
we're all set.
Ready to roll.
And they all say, we wish all of our patients were as happy as you are. I'm like, are you kidding? This is like Disneyland. I love coming here.
People take such good care of me.
You people are so nice.
Hector says air poppers were a skipped technology for me.
Oh,
Now embracing air fryers.
right. There you go. Yes. See, and I haven't done that yet, but I feel like I'm going to cave soon. But it's like,
We can't buy one here. We can't take it home with us.
well, remember we used to have a deep fryer.
Mhm.
And the deep fryers now, they all come apart and everything goes in the dishwasher. It's so easy. But it's like a bread machine. When you get it, you use it every day until your body says, okay, you have to stop now.
JR,
You just have to stop.
microwave popcorn is just so easy to make.
Right?
And that extra large box of packages from Costco. What a deal.
See? Yes. You get like that big jug that I think is probably Kirkland, but I think it used to be Orville Redenbacher. I don't know.
Credit Savage. Boom.
Oh.
Some gambler bid on my $35 Unity covered call for January 2025 and handed me $11.10. Uncle Bruce, wow, I'm such a nice guy. I only bought you at $25 and I'm willing to part ways for $35. I'm so sad I was attached. No, it's such a heartbreak. Here in Waikiki, Hector, there is no other household order like burned microwave popcorn.
Or just regular burned popcorn. Yeah.
Life is such a bummer for you, Credit Savage.
I
laugh
know,
out loud.
right? A lesser man.
Well, people that live there probably don't appreciate it. Credit Savage, JR, I'm going to wipe away my tears with $100 bills in Waikiki. You're going to wipe away your tears at the Starbucks while you're writing new contracts in line at the Starbucks in Waikiki. Bobby, I still have the air popper from my childhood. Right. Stole it from my parents when they were throwing it out. There
exactly. You can go to any garage sale, any yard sale. Chances are good you'll find a popper.
Buck.
50 cents. You'll find a popper. Yeah. Okay, give me your plate, mister. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie Jen.
Well, everybody have a good Thursday. We got a little football tonight. Chargers are in LA. Are they in LA? Maybe? I don't know. Do I care? I don't care.
It's not the Steelers.
I watch it anyway. I don't care.
So watch it anyway. We're at 1750 on GameStop. We're going up again.
Play the Colts this week. I hope they play as bad as they did last week. Not the Steelers, the Colts.
Oh boy. It's been a long couple of weeks around here.
Oh, I know. I'm so much nicer when they win.
Yeah, she doesn't hit as much when she's winning.
The guys at work used to start following the football scores just to know what it was going to be like Monday morning.
What's it going to be like in the office?
What's it going to be like?
Oh, I better call in sick Monday.
What's going to happen?
The Steelers lost.
Oh,
I don't feel so well.
Super Bowl. Oh, those were hard times for them.
What's going to happen if they lose? Oh no!
But in my era, 2 out of 3 they won, so all is good.
I'm done with that.
Want I get this too?
Absolutely. Okay.
Don't forget to tip your server. You want to pull that down so I can leave, or you just want to leave me standing here? Grasping his arm. I'm holding a knife and a fork.
And she's smiling.
And a fork.
In a devious way. I think I'll let her go. Thank you, Auntie Jen. Used to be so much easier. It's not that easy anymore. Nothing broke from that generation, by the way. Bobby's saying, Farmers, Amazon just sent me a suggestion to buy a Fisher Price piggy bank. Are they suggesting I will make a lot of pennies real soon? Credit Savers, Uncle Bruce, you are so right. Writing contracts at the Starbucks, at the hotel, paying with a hotel credit. So it's free coffee, snacks, and making money while feeding the wonderful Hawaiian breeze. This is wonderful. Feeling this. This is great. Fula took Go Pats and Bengals. Oh, thank God I didn't read that when she was here. Crave, make hot dogs in them. So good. Bobby, air fryers. Credit Savage kids. These aren't just stories. These are real life events. You are reading them real time. And guess what? It just started with class number 1 for me. Just buy the damn classes. There you go right there. Thank you, Credit Savage. You're one of my greatest promoters of the classes. I have to admit, you're one of my greatest promoters of the classes. And for those of you who are picking up these classes, time and time again, I get the reaffirmation. People let me know with private emails. Oh man, have you made a difference around here? Oh, and so again, thank you, all of you for just with your kind words and your one-on-one stories and everything else. It's great. And then, of course, those of you who want one-on-ones along with classes, absolutely. It helps the Jennifer Hip Replacement Fund, but if it's helping you get richer, you know what? The better Jen walks is my evidence that you guys are making money. If Jen is walking pain-free, we are happy as can be. And the fact that you guys are making a bunch of dough in this market. We are stoked, to say the very, very least. We're up 72 on the Dow, 14 or so on S&P, 33 on NASDAQ. Oil trying to hold at $72 a barrel. We got GameStop at $17.50 right now, 17 cents from the high of the day, up 81 cents. GameStop volume is now just about 4 million. We've got SOFI sitting at right now 935, the high of the day of 984 on 45 million volume so far today on SOFI. So there's a lot of traders in here and a lot of activity is going on. Cindy B, Uncle Bruce, even Matterport is up today. Even MTTR. It is up 23 cents to 277, 279. Rocket Lab's up 25 cents to 518. Smart Rent down just 2 cents, unfortunately. We've got, let's see, ME at 94.3 cents, up 6.8 cents today. Trying to take a run at $1. We'll see how that works out. Welcome all of you to the show. Spire 770 up 13 cents. AI 2962 up 148. Spiders are up 148. The Qs are up only 29 cents. Interesting pattern there. And like I said, GameStop 1741, SoFi 930. Credit Savage, Uncle Bruce. That's the thing I am not promoting. I am literally telling these lurkers to stop just reading about making money and get on in it. Get in on it. All they have to do is pay $150 for one class to start. This is cheap. I'm with you. I'm with you. Would you look at Rocket Lab? Very nice, this dude. Credit service. I don't think they realize just how much they're missing out. Literally leaving thousands on the table, having their monies in a bank, getting 1%. This is ridiculous. Or they can make 40%. I mean, you only go around once, kids. I'm with you there, Credit Savage. I priced the classes at $150 per class. I didn't price the class where you have to take all of them for $2,500. I don't do it that way. You can take whatever class you want, when you want, as you can afford to do it. And they're $150 each. Can't tell me it's not affordable. It is. And so, yeah, it's exciting. BW SoFi is married up to 941, a high not seen since August the 8th. So the battle line is there for the shorts. MM may be letting their hedge fund buddies who are short out cheaper today. Volume is killing them. Yay. Chrysler Trip SoFi covered calls. $12 June 21-24 for 105. Should we wait for earnings? We're going higher. We're not stopping here. This is not the high. This isn't like the high of the year or anything like that. This is a temporary moment of between 9 and 10. We're going a lot higher than this. Bobby, Uncle Bruce, my Iron Condor question from last night. Should I roll today or wait until next Monday after the third week of December? If you have an opportunity to do a roll today that gives you a credit, an added credit to your account, and you can move your contracts to a level that is better for you, then there is no time. You don't have to wait for anything. Just make your move and go. Again, I'm just answering this question in general terms. BW, the criticizer, I concur with all he says. This is legit. Why leave money in the bank for nada? Take a little risk and learn and see what this can do. It is legit, and comments are all true on this channel. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Let's say I do the best I can, but I can only lead a horse to water. I can't make it drink it. The horse has to drink the water. You guys have got to stand up and take control of your money. Make it work for you. Credit Savage, you have 10 grand. Buy one class. That leaves 9,850 left over. Learn to sell some covered calls for 10% back, and then you'll make almost 11,000 back. You start with 9,850, and now 11,000 is more. Why not follow the math? Buy the classes. So there you go. Yeah, you make 10% on 9,850. You just added 985 to your account. Now you're up almost at 11 grand. Buy class number 2, make another 10%. You're at 12 plus thousand. Buy class number 3, and so on and so on. What happens around here, though, a typical scenario. Again, I'm not being critical. I'm just being factual. A lot of my viewers who watch me quietly, anonymously, don't say anything. They hang around here a while. They watch these comments. They check these comments against the market to see if these folks are lying or not. They find out, my God, these folks actually are doing, if they're doing what they say they're doing, they're making money. And then some of my newbies, they grab class number 1 and they watch it. They don't do anything. They watch it. They follow the channel. They watch class number 2. They follow the channel, and it just keeps, the collaboration is there. The confirmation of legitimacy is there, and now they are much more in tune after just a couple of classes with a lot of the lingo around here and a lot of the vibes. And then what begins to happen is these folks begin to alter their holdings and setting up their accounts with option writing capabilities and everything you have to do. And they start to write a couple of contracts. Just, I'll do one condor. I'll just do one condor. I'll do a cash secured put on SOFI. I'll put $1,000 in my account, and I'll write a cash secured put, $10 against it, good for 2025 or 2026. And it drops 50, 60 cents. They buy it back, and they made $50. They made $60. And then they think about it. They go, okay, if I had used 10 grand, I would have done 10 of these. I'd made $500 or $600. This is legit. Well, let's try 2 now. Let's try 2 or 3. Let's try deep in the money call options. Writing poor man covered calls, class number 7, 8, 9. I mean, they take the classes. It's a months long process, months and months and months, because they slowly but surely get more into it because it just makes sense. And after 3 or 4 months, a number of viewers around here have done 5, 8, 10, 12 classes already. They are now doing all kinds of option trades, and they're becoming Gold Bagel members because they want the daily trade tip of the day. They want the Wednesday night live prime time show. And then I get the emails saying, I've never had a one-on-one with you, but I'd like to have you for an hour so that I can tell you what I'm doing from where I'm at. And this is the beginning of the breakout where people go, yeah, I'm in, and I want to keep going. Again, I don't trade. I just comment on what's going on, and I'll throw you my 2 bits worth of advice. You decide what to do with your money, whomever you use to do it with. And if you make dough, I'm a happy guy because you're a viewer and a subscriber. You're a member. You're a class taker. You're a one-on-one client. I win with you. That's it. That's all there is to it. There's nothing else to it. I don't short stock. You go long. I don't go long on what you go short. I don't trade. I'm just here as a commentator. I'm a color commentator. I'm the Tony Romo of your play-by-play. Maybe that's what I don't know. I'm excited for you guys. When I see these markets kind of go crazy from time to time, I know a bunch of you out there are just going, this is good stuff. I'm pumped. I am pumped that you guys are doing as well as you are. I really am. And it pays the bills for me. You guys getting richer makes me richer. It's just that simple. There's no magic to it. It's just automatic. Thank you all. The key for me is to keep building the following and grow my audience, grow my class takers, grow my one-on-oneers. And if I get donations from happy people, beautiful. I love you for it. We have needs like anyone else. Jen needs a new hip, 30 grand. That's how much it's going to cost us. 30,000 American is what the cost is. And we're here for 6 months. And we got to eat. And we need a car. You do the math around here, and it's dinero. You guys have to make millions for us to have enough to come out for Jen to get a new hip. It's as simple as that. So I'm motivated. I need you guys to make millions. And there it is. Credit Savage. I'm in Hawaii for free. I don't think folks understand the power of using credit cards or covered calls to buy more shares and then write more covered calls. That's what it is. I'm a regular guy outperforming Chase Goldman, and the family is in it too. There you go. And he's in Hawaii with 4 kids, 3 kids, and a wife is there 5 or 6? I can't remember. Too much fun, man. Just exciting as all get up. The flights, the hotels, the meals. Giddy up, man. Way to go. Taking it. They're handing it to him. He's taking it. Why not? Why wouldn't he take this money? They're giving it to him. Every darn trade. Yeah, you take it. Cash secured puts, poor man covered calls, whatever you got to do. We have 197 thumbs ups. Thank you all for being here and throwing these thumbs ups around today. This is great. J-Boy, I've been a member here for 12 months now. Been here since the beginning. I'm a member now for a year, slowly making moolah from Tesla covered calls, getting myself out of a hole I dug myself. And I love these too. I get so many of you who tell me, the horror stories. I was down a pile of money and I was at wit's end to what to do. And I found you and I thought, what have I got to lose? I've been losing everything already. What have I? Let me try a couple of calls and see if this guy has any street cred whatsoever. Boom. You do it right. You do it with the right knowledge and the right structure. You can do very, very well. It becomes addictive. And all of a sudden, habitual losers in the market turn their accounts around. They start going the other direction. And you're just watching the losses whittle away, whittle away, whittle away. It doesn't stop when you break even. You keep making money. The market doesn't know how much money you made on your last trade. It doesn't know whether you made or lost money last year, and it doesn't care. It's what have you done for me lately? And you've got to be on the right side of this market. Let the gamblers be the gamblers. You be the casino and take the cash. Credit Savage in Hawaii with wife, 3 kids, and my wife's mom. All 6 of us in Hawaii having a blast thanks to these saps buying dreams. All I have to do is to have patience, and worst case, I sell stock for money. How about that? Credit Savage, you're doing it the way it's supposed to be done, and I love it. Many others of you are having similar success in your own unique way, and whether you're traveling, whether you're paying off debts, whether you're building your retirement accounts, whether you're completely redoing your finances, whether you're quitting day jobs, whether you're altering your work structure from at the office to at home work only, working only part-time instead of full-time, whatever it is, you're all different. Some of you are students here. Some of you are right in the middle of your career. Some of you are at the end of your working lives. Some of you are retired and have found me and have said to me, I got 60 grand. That's it. I'm 65 and I got $60,000. I am in trouble, real trouble. And now I am working with this money to build cash flow from these covered calls. And wow, $1,000 a month makes such a difference. Such a difference. You take the Social Security plus $1,000 a month. Wow, that is unbelievable. And we're building. Am I thrilled? Yeah, I'm really happy. Splayer, just in case, I'm wishing everybody here already a successful and relaxed start to the weekend tomorrow. And of course, a happy Friday to you guys. BW, I guess the news was Apex, major clearinghouse. SoFi uses them and had some glitches this morning. Can you say margin calls? Lots of micro, small caps popping off. One hedge fund just imploded. Another hedge fund. Alex, a question for Team Bagel. I wrote an SPY credit spread, 465.70 for $180 and expiring in February. Could buy back for $350 and write Spider Condor, 480, 490, 425, 35. Expiring April, for April, 450. Is this a good move? There you go. I think I would say it would be a pretty good move. Yeah, that would not be a bad idea. You pull that off, you're out of the money on those calls, and a 10, 15 point pullback, and you are laughing, man. Chris Savage, look at my avatar, Uncle Bruce. These are my 2 boys, and they are loving life. Look at that. Thanks, you gamblers. Aloha, says the one. They don't care about Wall Street or what I do. However, Wall Street gamblers are paying for these beautiful memories. Right on. Splayer, Oprah seems to use some weight loss drugs now as well after the recent hype. That means nothing. JR Alex, yes, good move. That is a good move, Alex, if you make that move. We're up 101 on the Dow. We're up 20 on S&P. We're up 58 on NASDAQ. Oil is up 237 a barrel. We got GameStop at 1754. We're up 85 cents. We're not backing off. SoFi is at 941 now, up 47 cents. The volume on SoFi has now breached 48 million. We're going for 50 million volume. GameStop at 1753 here. 4.2 million shares traded so far on the session, and we're up 84 cents. No news, just speculation on what's going on. Could it be we have a bunch of small investors being squeezed out with a short squeeze already? That's what I'm wondering. We don't need just hedge funds to get caught with a short squeeze. A short squeeze can build at the micro level and higher. You get people who are short 500 shares of GameStop or SoFi, day traders, 1,000 shares short, 1,500, 2,000 shares short on any of these. These are micro traders. These are nothing burgers. You add enough of them, you add enough of these people up, and the next thing you know, there's 100,000 shares of panic buying coming into a stock, 200,000, 400,000, and it goes higher. You exponentially grow the shorters' angst. The angst gets worse. In the meantime, while all this is going on, while GameStop goes from 11 to 1750 and SoFi from 640 to 940 in a few months, you've got shorters out there with gazillions of shares that are now looking at billions of dollars of problems. It didn't happen overnight, though. It happened in increments, like a frog sitting in a pot that has been turned up on the stove. They don't realize they're boiling to death. The thing about GameStop and SoFi is that the higher it goes, the worse it gets. And the immediate effect is on smaller investors who get kicked out by their broker, whatever the issue is, or they panic out and they get out. Smart move, by the way. And then the bigger players who slowly but surely begin to realize, geez, my portfolio is taking a bit of a hit here. This GameStop, I heard from all these Wall Street experts that Ryan Cohen investing $1.2 billion of the company's money is a bad idea. Why is the stock up another $2? What's so bad about it all of a sudden? Why is the street the opposite from these experts? And with SoFi now, going into profitability here, who's dumb enough to short this? Why would you do this? Are you out of your mind? Are you crazy? Well, there are people crazy. Yes, there are. Okay. It is so much fun. Thank you all who are here. Let's see. Splayer, that's a fancy profile pic credit right there. Credit Savage, here's the beauty of it all. I will teach every one of my kids how to sell covered calls and invest wisely using the Uncle Bruce philosophy. Dude, what a week, Uncle Bruce. Where would we be without you and Auntie Jen? Thanks so much. It's been quite the ride. Alex, on it. Thanks all. I really appreciate a second opinion every now and again. Dude, plus there's still triple witching tomorrow. This could all come off in a day if the options get flushed with the money. Take care. Get ready, people. Credit Savage, Uncle Bruce, my wife's mom was curious as to how we are taking all these trips and can afford nicer things here and there with my wife. And when my wife told her about covered calls, so mother-in-law told my wife she wants to do this now too. Right on. Alex and Credit Savage, my boys ask to look at the stocks every night before bed now. I'm already telling him about selling time through covered calls. Dad, can you show us how the stocks are doing? Credit Savage, Alex, that's awesome. My girl does the same. She's always asking how her stock, Disney, is doing today, laughing out loud. Isn't that cool? That is something else. Wow, what a run. What a day. AI 29.55 up 141. GameStop 17.50 up 81. SoFi 9.38 up 44. We've got a heck of a day going on here. Apple up 115. Enphase 12.90 at 120 and holding here. Netflix down almost $11. Adobe down $38. What a crash. And those contracts were wiped out. Isn't it amazing how those condors just came in one shot? NVIDIA up to a 65 a share. Tesla's up 720. The Rocket Lab is up 22 at 514. Matterport is at 274, up 18. Smart Rent down 2 cents at 333. We got ATIP up 21. We got Unity up 170 at 37.10. Google is down 170. Moderna is up 940 at $88. Was higher than that. Cisco down 26 cents. Pfizer down 24. IBM down $1.50. HPQ is up 83. Microsoft down 523. ME at 95.2 cents a share. ME 95.2. High of the day 96. 1.79 million traded on ME. There is someone buying that stock. There is a buyer slowly picking away at it. It will break $1. I don't know what day, but it will break $1 and then go beyond that. I don't know if there's a bunch of shorters on this thing. I have no idea. It's ME, and I can't say. We're just about 95 cents a share. Amazon down 61 cents. Home Depot up $7. Vanik Semiconductors up 366. Goldman up 16.89. Boeing down 137. Meta, Facebook down $4. Target up 220. JP Morgan up 190. Costco down $9. Walmart down 167. Disney's up 112. American Airlines up 36. AMC is up 13. DraftKings up 28 cents. And Royal Caribbean up 97 right now this morning. Welcome all to the party here. Global party going on. It's not just this channel. Indexes all over the place are higher. And what can I say? We're getting some draft along with it, and folks are making money here, and it's as simple as that. You've got to love it. Hector, stock talk at the kids' bedtime, a new type of bedtime story, certainly replacing the prayers. Splair, my mom is thanking me, rolling occasionally as well. Splair, all right then, have a great day, everybody. Splair, take care. Alex, Hector, capitalism is a new religion, I guess. Credit Savage, back to school, back to stocks. Laugh out loud. I rolled my AI 32.5s to 35 on this pop. Went from July 32.50s to January 25.35s, and I got $1.15 for each contract. Is this how you do it on a pullback? We buy them back. Laughing out loud, a beautiful thing. It's exactly how it's done. Take the classes, learn how this is done, understand the philosophy of the markets, understand why options do what they do, how they do what they do, who is doing what's being done. You have to understand who the players are. You've got to understand your adversary out there, and you can play the games like the hedge funds and the big institutional investors and make money at your level. You can play with one contract, 3, 5, 10, any number you want. And like Credit Savage or Alex or many others here, you can do extremely well. It starts with class number 1, it starts with one option at a time. It starts with getting comfortable with it and learning it and just saying to yourself, enough's enough. I'm no longer going to hope that some asset manager somewhere is going to make me richer. I'm going to learn how this is done. I'm going to take this on, but it's a 6-month investment. I'm going to go 6 months with this. And between now and 6 months from now, I will have taken every one of his classes. I will have become a member of his channel, and I will follow the lead of the others here, and then take a look back 6 months ago, where you were, where you are now, and then try to extrapolate what your next 6 months looks like. Get ready for a new world. It's just going to be a new world. Thank you all. Flint Creek, yeah, my friends roll their eyes at the stock chatter. Then I make $2,500 in a day. And suddenly they want to know what I'm doing. How did you make $2,500 today? How did that happen? I don't understand. The market went down today. How did you win like that? What's the secret? Can you show me in 15 minutes how to do this? I'll do it too. People want to join in, but you gotta want to invest to get it. Yeah, there you are. Simple as that. All right. Kids, there it is. GameStop is 15 cents away from the high of the day. We're going higher. SOFI is at 940. High of the day was 984. We could obliterate that and be through 10 in an hour. Who knows? I'll be watching what's going on. I know you'll be watching what's going on. Thank you all for following this channel and being just the best viewers a YouTuber could ever have. I think. Are we over 200 thumbs ups? Yep, 204. Is that awesome or what? I haven't seen 200 thumbs ups during a telecast in quite some time. Normally, my rerunners are the ones who put me over. Now we might hit 250. Thank you all for hitting that thumbs up button out there. You guys are incredible. I appreciate it. This is cool stuff. Alex, by the way, the UK is an economic basket case compared to the United States, but interesting that the Bank of England has said today no rate cuts in 2024, not one. And yet our economy is in trouble. Why aren't they cutting rates in England? Because the government needs money and they have to borrow money from the markets. They got to keep rates up. They got to offer a higher yield on British bonds for sterling to bring in the cash to balance the budget. That's the reason. It's going to be interesting to see if America even cuts any rates whatsoever, because America needs money too. Interesting to see. We'll follow this, kids. It's what we do. Thank you all for joining me today from Palm Desert, California. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day today. Everyone that you see that you love, make sure to give an extra long hug. You never know what's the last time. Thank you all for joining me. Keep an eye on this channel for updates, and we'll definitely see you here tomorrow, Friday, option expiry day tomorrow. Oh, gosh, dude, thank you, Uncle B. Thanks, dude. We'll catch you tomorrow morning, first thing. Fun, fun, fun till Daddy takes the T-Bird away. Oh, geez, I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be great. Okay, kids, we'll see you a little later. Bye for now.